So it was him and his mama. But after like 3-4 months of me being in jail, because it was my first jokes.
Okay, well, hold on. So all this shit happens.
Yeah.
Nobody gets hit.
No.
A couple of cars get banged up, whatever, but no one actually gets hit. Right. Bullets flying. How many total shots got fired that day? Like,
I really don't know.
But a lot. Because you're talking about 3 people shooting.
Yeah.
No one hits nothing. No. Everyone had bad aim.
I loaded.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah, it was a good thing. It turned out good for me.
Okay. So a few months later, you get arrested for that.
Right.
And they charge you with attempted murder.
Attempted murder.
And they have multiple people that are cooperating with the police.
Right.
That are giving statements.
Right.
So you get sent to county.
I bond out first. I bonded out in like 3 days.
How big was your bond?
It was about 80.
80,000?
Yeah.
So you had to come up with
8,000? That's because I ain't hit nobody. That's why.
Okay, right. So you had to come up with 8,000 in cash.
Something around there.
10%.
Yeah. So I bond out, and I come back to jail in 16 days.
Why is that?
A stolen firearm.
You get caught with a stolen gun.
I got into a little chick that was stalking me. She had pulled up to the studio and blocked me in, and so we got into it, and I made her leave the studio. So she was like, "Bitch, I'm about to show you," and I didn't know what she was talking about. But the whole time when we get into it, I broke my clip. I had a 30 stick inside my Glock. The clip broke, and so bullets went everywhere. When that happened, when she pulled off, I pick up all the bullets, but I'm not thinking about to call police. I pick up all the bullets. The clip was broke, so I threw the clip, and I put all the bullets inside the cup holder. So now, while I'm sitting in the car, the police pull up, and like the way the studio made, you can't go nowhere. It's made in a U shape. So they see my car shining light, pull up, asking me what happened and shit like that, yada yada yada. And so I had threw the gun in the back seat, but I never covered up the bullets. So when they seen the bullets through the window, they gave them proper cause to search the car.
Okay. And I guess the gun that they caught you with was connected to like 5 other shootings?
Yeah.
So you had a dirty gun?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was stolen and it had 5 different shootings on it.
So you're talking about a couple of very serious charges at this point. This is some shit that could really, you can get football numbers off.
Yeah, they were talking about, they were saying that I was facing up to 40 years.
40 years. And you're how old at the time?
When I first went into jail, I was 19.
At 19 years old, you're talking about getting out at 60. A senior citizen. How badly are you stressed out during all this?
I actually, listen, I got so stressed out to the point where I actually found dude's number. The dude who told, the rapper that told him, I called him, I said, listen, well, I'll come home and tell everybody that everybody lying on you and you ain't telling me. I'll do that if you let me. But he ended up he didn't want to sign an affidavit for some reason. He ended up changing the statement though.
Okay, but what about his mom?
Huh?
What about his mom?
His mom was trying to, she called the prosecutor saying that they didn't want to pursue no charges.
So they kept it gangster.
Yeah, it was too late. They wasn't trying to hear that.
Who prosecutors? The prosecutors weren't trying to hear it.
They wasn't trying to hear that. Cause you know, anywhere else, if somebody tell you like that's not the person that shot me, I changed my statement, I won't pursue charges, you're gonna be released.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you no longer have.
That's what in the first 4 months of me being in jail, I stayed in jail 2 years and 6 months. On a judge hold.
Okay.
And never been convicted or nothing.
Well, and the rapper you're talking about, I just looked it up, is Louis Badass?
Louis
Badass? Yeah. Okay. So you get.
How you do that?
We do our research.
Oh. Okay.
We're the police, man, remember? No, you mentioned it, you know what I mean? Because everyone always gets on me about this, you know, talking about, oh, Vlad got secret information. You talked about this in a DJ Smalls interview.
Oh, I did? Okay.
Yeah, y'all can look it up. Y'all can look at the dates.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're locked up and you're facing all these charges. I guess you had to go through like 3 different lawyers?
Yeah, my first lawyer was Allison Bates. He a bullshit. He was steady. Like 2-3 court dates went by. He kept asking me what is holding me in jail. How the fuck you my lawyer and don't know what's holding me in jail? And I'm telling you every court date was holding me in jail.
Was this a court appointed lawyer or someone you're paying for?
No, I paid lawyer.
Okay, yeah.
Fire him. I get Rockingham. He was. Can I say their names? I can't get sued for saying their names.
No, it's your lawyer.
All right. Yeah. So I get him. He was trying to sell me out. He kept trying to get me to cop out and blind.
Cop out blind? What does that mean?
I mean, basically agree to take take a certain amount of time. Basically, I'm gonna say I'm guilty, and when I come back to court, y'all decide whatever y'all
so
want.
They're not even giving. Yeah, usually when you do a plea deal, they'll tell you what the years are. Like I'll plead to 5 years.
He just kept telling me, oh, when you come back to court, we're gonna, you know what I'm saying? You never telling me what they gonna do.
What's the point of that? You might as well go to trial if you're gonna do that.
So the day I fired the week I fired him, I got court the next week. When I went to court with the new lawyer, he told me that they were actually because he was talking about giving me probation, but when I went back to court, they told me I was supposed to get 10 years flat.
Okay, and you weren't going for that either.
Fuck no.
Okay, so then you got a third lawyer.
Yeah,
and then what did this third lawyer pull off?
It took some time because they were fighting it so much. Every time I'm supposed to get released from jail, they come up with a different reason why they don't want to release me. Like the week G died, I was supposed to get released, but then he died, so they were like, we don't want to release you because you might retaliate or your life might be in danger.
Okay, but we're going to talk about all that, but G Money died later. He died this year, right?
Yeah. He died 2017.
Okay. After I don't know. I'm trying to figure out the timeline here, but
it's 24 court dates.
Okay. Okay. Because at one point you drop a video about the whole attempted murder charge. Music video where you actually play the news piece in the beginning.
I told you I got arrested the 1st of 2016 on my attempted murder. So they released that article, that first week. I bonded out. I shot the video that Monday, and then Friday or the week I shot the video, I was put in jail. I didn't even know what the video looked like for like a year.
Okay. Do you think that they went after you because of that video? Because you were kind of bragging about it in a way?
I wasn't. That song was made way before they even happened.
Right, but I'm saying, but you used the intro to that shit.
I didn't use it.
Well, whoever put it together,
right,
literally used that news piece,
right, to boost the video.
Right. So,
yeah, they probably, you know what I'm saying.
Ultimately, I mean, here you are having an interview with me right now. Did they just drop all the charges?
No.
No.
I copped out to everything except attempted murder.
Okay,
they broke. I took a year on my second-degree battery. They broke it down to a misdemeanor. On my attempted murder, they broke my attempted murder down to legal use of a firearm, criminal damage to the property, and so I took 2 years on the stolen firearm. I took 2 years on the legal use of a firearm. I took 7 years on criminal damage to the property, aggravated criminal damage to property.
Okay, you know I'm getting probation.
Parole.
5 years, right?
I got 5 more years left.
5 more years. And what, they gave you like the time served?
On the first 2.
On the first 2.
Yeah, well, really how it works, my 26 my 2 years and 6 months that I did is gonna be if something happened to where I gotta go back to jail, it's credited to the time left.
So you did 2.5 years.
Yeah.
And 5 years parole.
I'm currently serving now. I only been out of jail like 5 months and some days.
Okay. Got it. I talked to Boosie, recently. He got off of 10 years parole. You were off of 10 years of parole.
10 years of parole, and I had 10 years of probation too.
Wait, so you're telling me that if you were given a choice between 2 years in prison versus 10 years
like
probation,
16 months
2 years in prison?
I would have did that 16 months. A whole nother 10 on paper, dog. Not being able to get that sack. like I want to, you know, this paper hold you down from a lot of money, bro. This paper hold you down from a lot of money, and there's so many ways we can slip. One of our boys can slip, and that make us fall. Nigga was popping willies, man. Like popping willies. Like nigga, how you get locked up for popping willies, man? You did that man wrong. Like I can't go through another 10 or, you know, I might pop a wheelie and go to jail. You know, I'm gonna lay down.
You know, because they don't need probable cause. They could literally just go in your house whenever they feel like it.
Right.
Search your car, do whatever they, you know, you're not considered like a regular citizen.
Yeah. They were supposed to give me 5 years, but but the way the time works, it would have gave me credit for time served, and I wouldn't have been on no papers. So I basically feel like they just they stretched it some more years to keep me on paper.
How did it feel though to actually, you know, skirt that whole 40-year situation?
I mean, it's a blessing, but at the same time, I knew that I'm not supposed to be even thought about being given this, because my charges and the effects of my case. You know what I'm saying? My charges should have been dropped as soon as I came to jail. I've never been convicted of nothing. That was my 3rd time being arrested. So I was really just being handled bad. At the same, like in the back of my mind, I'm knowing that I'm like, this, they can't give me this because, you know what I'm saying, because of my facts. But at the same time, going to court 24 times, it'll make you, you know what I'm saying, make you feel like you don't know when you're going home.
Yeah, I mean, because, you know, things are supposed to, I mean, you're going to think there's going to be the best case situation, but you just don't know. You get the wrong jury, the wrong judge.
Right.
They're going to do whatever the fuck they, you know?
Right.
You get someone that doesn't like rappers,
Right.
doesn't like tattoos, you know, watches a couple of your videos, see all the guns, you know, waving around in the videos. You know, you have no control over that.
Right.
You know? I mean, shit, I know people that got 7 to life and 25 years later, they're still sitting there.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like the shit can get real fucked up. I mean,
Yeah.
Boosie, you know, Boosie was on death row.
Right.
You know, literally on death row in Louisiana. You just don't know when you're in the court system. Just is what it is.